Howdy. Well, what can I say? A little update from a few weeks ago, Oktoberfest Race weekend. So unfortunately, all the content video I had from there somehow got screwed up and got lost. I suck at this. But at any rate, I just want to give you an update on what happened and how we did. So we got there Wednesday, a little practice, kind of got our feet wet again from Saturday, and everything was okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. Same rubber as we ran Saturday. Unloaded Thursday, same thing, same tires. I refused to put any rubber on the thing, so I just worked on the balance, trying to get it as good as I could. Threw tires on it and went qualified. That's it. I think we qualified like 13th. Not good. I mean, 13th out of 29. Whatever. Started the race, which was a 25-lapper Thursday night called the Knights Race. We started that race and ran around 10th, 12th, somewhere there in there. And everything was going fine. And about 8 laps in, I turned the brake blowers on. Just cause, and I smelt a little something and come across the start-finish line. I had just passed a car and the thing just shut off. So I got my hand out the window like, whoa, and coasted to a dead stop. And it turned out the wires that run over to my brake blowers somehow got underneath the radiator and shorted out, and it took out everything. So me and the crew worked, found the problem Thursday night. You know, it was late, cold, late, whatever. So Friday morning, got up, ran to the parts store, $100 later, a bunch of wire and butt connectors. And we had to basically rewire this whole hot rod from the switches up to the brake blowers, all the connections. The weather packs were all melted together. It was a nightmare, but my guys did a great job and got her back rolling in time. We missed a little bit of practice on Friday, but we got going. And so now the tires I have on now, I only have 12, 15 laps on them from Thursday night. So car showed obviously a little more speed, but again, I just wasn't happy with it. We were missing something, you know. We kept working on it, tweaking on it, and did things a little bit better and a little bit better. And finally, it kind of felt like, man, this isn't bad. We threw a set of tires on it to do a little mock run, and it was pretty good. I mean, not perfect, but still pretty good. So we went out and qualified for the Trickle 99, which you're looking at 49 cars, I think, took time on Friday night, and we qualified 7th. I was just tickled pink with that. So got a pretty good car. First segment, so that's a three segment race, 33 laps in each segment. The first segment, I think we started 15th, finished 12th. I mean, it was okay. We just kind of held our own, picked a couple off, but was still kind of missing a little something. Tweaked on it a little bit in between the events, and went out in the second one. Much better. Finished 6th. Okay, we're on to something. So they re-invert this thing every segment. The last segment, we had a pretty good invert. We started, I don't know, 3rd or 4th row. And picked a couple off, and the car really stayed underneath us the whole last segment, and we ended up finishing 5th. So pretty good Friday night. I mean, I'll take it. It was all right. There was 3 cars that just kept, every segment would pass me, and we were good, but weren't as good as them guys. But overall, we ended up finishing 7th overall in the Trickle 99. They do it like a golf score. So obviously you want a low number. We ended up with a 23, and that gave us 7th overall. So, you know, we'll take that. Moving into Saturday for practice. Again, got good tires on it. The ones we ran Thursday night, put them on and ran around there. Okay, decent. You know, it was better. You know, as the stuff we learned on Friday night. You know, kept working on it, and boy, we hit her. I'm like, threw a set of tires at it. New stickies. Actually, no, we didn't. We put brand new rights on, which were going to be our rights for the tour race that we could scuff our spares with 4-lap lefts. So basically a sticker run. And man, it felt really good. Like, I felt like we are gonna get another one of these bullets right here. Let me show you what that is. I thought we were gonna get another one of these. It felt that good. Like, had a plan. There's my one from Rockford from years ago. They used to give you real ones. Now they give you wooden ones, but they're still cool. Anyway, I thought, man, we're gonna get one of these. It felt that good. So I had a plan, like exactly what I was gonna do in turn 3 and 4, which I do a little something there. Probably most guys don't. You got to be half nuts, but that was what I was doing. And went to qualify. Got the white flag. Rolled into 1 and 2. Everything was good. Put it to the mat, and the motor just like labored a little bit. But then it took off. I'm like, oh, we're okay. Went through 3 and 4 with my plan, which is not doing a whole lot with the right foot, using the left one a little, and come off of 4, it labored again, then it stumbled all the way to the line. Oh man, have the chassis balance that good and have something like that go on, but it is what it is. Lap was good enough for 13th, I think. 32, not as many cars, but I think 32 took time for the tour. So yeah, it is what it is, you know. So we got a problem. Now what? Well, started digging around. You know, fortunately Dan Tim from AEC, who builds my engines, was there. I had him come down, and we started going through everything. He went through the carburetor, couldn't find nothing there. Pulled the distributor cap, and it looked like a lightning storm went off in there. There was shit, fucking lines. Oh, it was bad. So that all was from cooking all the wiring, I assume. I don't know, but I threw a new cap on it, new rotor, put everything back together. So now, like I say, we qualified 13th, so gotta go run a heat race. So they're odd, even heat race. We were in the odd heat race. Front row, outside. Ideally, you don't want to run real hard on Saturday night. You got to run this thing for 200 laps on Sundays. So, long story short, I won the race by a straightaway. I ran it as hard as I could go for 3 laps and got out to a good, comfortable lead. And car was near perfect. We ran 0.2 faster in that race than I qualified. Car was, like I say, car was near perfect. Never really moved the wheel, hardly at all. Like, it was, I didn't feel like I was beating the hell out of it. It looked like I was, but I didn't feel like I was. But at any rate, man, great piece. We got a good shot Sunday. Behaved myself Saturday night, had a couple beers, just kind of took it easy, got some good rest. Down there Sunday morning, we got all our shit ready to go. You know, you got to set up the pit stop and all that stuff. You know, the guys worked hard and got all that ready to go, and I just took it easy. When I got in the car for the 200 on Sunday, I really thought, man, we got a shot at this, and I felt great. We took off, and I was like, where was that car I was driving last night? Because this ain't it. I mean, lacrosse, the track changes a lot. And I really didn't have an answer. I don't know. It was not good. Not good at all. We're riding along like 9th, 10th, 12th, somewhere in there. Just maintaining, but there was nothing I could do. It was just not good. Came in for the first pit stop. You know, it was just going to be a fuel only, which I did, just fuel only. And I had the guys measure the rights, so we swapped the right side tires, which is usually a no-no, because if you were tight, now you're going to be loose. If you're loose, now you're going to be tight. But I don't know, I just had to take a swing at it, a little stagger adjustment, and took off. It was okay. I mean, it was a little better for a little while there, with everybody pitting and everything else. I think we restarted there like 9th or 10th, and we were just maintaining. Again, it was good for 5 laps, and then it was just didn't have what I had Saturday night, you know. So we just cruised along there. This, you know, we're gonna do an attrition deal. It just sucks, but there wasn't a whole lot I could do. I mean, this asphalt racing, when these super lates, it's more the car than the driver most of the time. And there wasn't a whole lot I could do. It was just trying to get some attrition and rolling along. Like, okay, looks like we're gonna be about 10th is where things were gonna fall. And you know, I was on the defense pretty good. 24 car, the Wilson car, was behind me, working on me. He was looking under me, and we went into one. Yeah, I thought he got into me. I thought it cut the left rear off as the thing just whew, right to the left. I'm like, whoa, hang on. I'm wheeling it and trying not to wreck him, wreck me. And, you know, and I'm like, oh, something's wrong here. You know, got it woed down and was able to get off the track on the backstretch to the pit area, which in that race they call it the garage area. Once you pull in there, you're done. Well, we were done. We had something broke. Well, we had a left rear trailing arm failure, bracket set up, whatever, broke, something loosened up, and that kind of ended our day. So long and the short of it, that's really not what we wanted on Sunday at all. But you know, so we ended up with like a 23rd place finish. I don't know, just not at all. I don't know, it was just very disappointing. As good as this thing was on Saturday night, to have it just being kind of mediocre and kind of not in the track on Sunday, it was just a little disappointing. But you know, you're just gonna have that, the big time motorsports, so it is what it is. So we put all our stuff away, and you know, we patched it to put something together just so we could load it up, and brought everything home. So that was basically Oktoberfest race weekend in a nutshell. I'm really sorry it wasn't able to use some of the footage we got. It was some good stuff, a lot of cool in-car, and but lessons learned. I think I have figured out what the problem was, and we'll move on. So moving forward, this weekend, which is going to be October 22nd, Saturday afternoon, Dells Raceway Park, the Alive for 5 series at the Dells Raceway Park, which is what we do. We've run them all for years. This year, been rained out. Everything, we got the first race in, which was the icebreaker, and finished second in that, so we're looking good in points. Second race got rained out, so the third race, the promoter up there, great guy, Jerry Albee, decided, you know what, all these rainouts, we're going to combine these. Instead of doing a 100 lap race, we're going to do twin 75s. So that's what we did. Running along in that one, okay, and we had an incident with another car. I ain't gonna say a whole lot about it, but basically this is new. This area here is all new. All that interior back there is new. You can use your own conclusion, but you know, unfortunate, just racing. This is part of it sometimes, you know. So we got wrecked, patched it up, we're ready to go for the second 75. It fucking rains out. Unbelievable. Sorry for the French there, but so this last race is the same thing. It's a twin 75 lap race. Going to be in points in each to try to make up for all the rainouts we've had this year. So that is where we are headed, which is coming up this weekend, October 22nd, Dells Raceway Park. Racing, I believe, is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So make your plans. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. Talking highs in the high 60s, low 70s. It's going to be a beautiful day. So come on out, support Jerry at Dells Raceway Park, and watch some super late race. And we'll be there for the twin 75 lap features along with the 602 late models. And the champion, James Swan, will be crowned truck champion with the truck series as well. So come on out and enjoy that. It's going to be a hell of a show. So that's kind of a wrap on Oktoberfest, and that is what's coming up. I got another one coming, which I will tell you in another video, but that is going to be a really cool race, one of my favorites. So stay tuned. Again, go ahead and comment below. Tell me what you think. Subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Hit that little bell thing there too. That'll let you know when I got a new video. All right, man. Thanks a lot, and we will talk to you soon. Stay tuned.